Many people are getting really bullish on the crypto market, and I understand that completely. Bitcoin is ripping right now. Altcoins are lagging behind though, and I would like to go over the YouTube comments that you guys gave on the channel to look at your altcoins, your opinions, to see like, hey, what is the retail thinking about this, and where is the fear, where is the greed, where is the let's take a look at it. So if you already like the video, turn on the bell notification, subscribe to the channel, and let's go over some comments. First, about what do you mean? Are the profits distributed evenly across stakers? Yeah, if you, for the people, what do you mean is my project that I found, and what do you mean is like doing really well at the moment, by the way. So we participate in crypto lunches, and if you stake the what do you mean token, you get the profits that we make from pre-sales. And it's distributed in a way that the more tokens you have and the longer you stake, the higher your allocate, or the higher your share is basically. And it all depends on how much is staked in total and how much you are staking compared to the total staked amount. So it's really hard to give an exact number on that. It depends basically every day. So this is a good one. The FUD Factory, because I talk a lot about altcoins not looking so good, but you have to understand, bro, that if, you know, FUD is like fear, uncertainty, doubt, like that's more the part, right? What I do is basically just tell how the charts are. And yeah, if you look at altcoins on their Bitcoin pair, yeah, you can call it FUD. I'm just telling, hey, the chart is going down. And ever since I called it, it is going down, basically. So I'm very happy on how this played out, because it depends, like, if you call this FUD, I think that you wasn't prepared for this altcoin dump. And yeah, then that's really not up to me if you were prepared or not, of course. But no, it's like altcoins just don't look good against Bitcoin, right? If you also just take a look at the altcoin market on its dollar pair, it's basically sideways for like, well, 1.5 years. If you look at Bitcoin, yeah, this is not to be called sideways, really, right? So I think we can now all agree that altcoins are not really doing so well. Damn bull run started. I missed everything. Look, this is quite funny, right? This Bitcoin pump is really what drags people back into the market. And look, I mean, I cannot predict if this is going to play out to go to the complete upside again or to the downside. Like, I can give my best guess, but let's agree that I don't know, like nobody knows. But I do know that, you know, if we look at these 4-year cycles where we were over here, for example, Bitcoin went from the bottom from 3K all the way to 14K, right? So Bitcoin, it did a 340% gain, right? Now Bitcoin had a gain of 128. So 3 times as less basically as the last time. So you bet that people here felt like, fuck, bull run started, I miss out, let me YOLO everything into it. And at the end of the day, that's what got people wrecked, right? Because Bitcoin came down like 60% from that point as well, 70. And I am not saying that it will go down 70% from here, but I am saying don't try to get too emotional over this pump, because although it sometimes might look like a bull run has started, crypto market is full of surprises. And the surprises is what people is what get people wrecked a lot. Yeah, somebody, is it worth buying Bitcoin now and buying altcoins with Bitcoin later? I haven't bought anything, and I feel like I've missed out on everything. I can only tell that I personally, I've been DCAing in Bitcoin for a while already. So for me, it's easy to say like, hey, yeah, chill, don't worry, this and that, because I made quite some money. If you were sitting on the sideline 100%, like, it's never smart to be completely in or all out of the market, right? It's like going all in is just stupid, but being all out, yeah, you have the risk of missing out. Also not the best thing to do. But all I can say that if I was in that position, I will try to not get too emotional and feel too much FOMO, because at the end of the day, you are buying the yearly top. We haven't been this high since May 2022. So if you do you feel like, hey, I want to buy the highest point that it's been since the last 1.5 years? Yeah, go ahead, be my guest. At the end of the day, I do feel like, hey, Bitcoin is going higher than 34K, right? So if you just do that and wait long enough, you probably end up in profits though. But if you do, be prepared that you can take a big loss in the meantime, because it's also very likely that Bitcoin goes down in the meantime before the real bull run starts, right? I don't think that this is the real start of the bull run yet, but that's my expectation. A lot of people disagree with that, basically. I think, and that's fine. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're wrong. I don't know. I hope it just plays out for everybody. Like, at the end of the day, we will go higher, right? So if you have a position anywhere, you probably do fine. But be careful of buying the tops, right? But yeah, I mean, here you would have bought the top as well, and it would have worked out. Here you would have bought the top. Here you would have bought the top, and it worked out. Maybe if you now buy the top, it will work out as well. I think you should just DCA always. That's the best thing to do. I really hope everybody is making money. And yeah, therefore DCA is just always the best strategy. Yeah. Thanks for telling everybody not to buy altcoins right now. Lol, do what's right for you with your own research, folks. So I was just waking up when I saw that, and I said, "You're welcome." But I now start to think, like, now I'm more awake, like, hey, isn't this just sarcasm? Maybe it's sarcasm. I don't know. If it is sarcasm, then still you're welcome, because thanks for telling not to buy altcoins. Yeah, because if you are listening like that, well, you also heard me say that I am buying Bitcoin. And as you can see, Bitcoin pumped 30% in 2 weeks, and the altcoin market pumped like 12% in 2 weeks. So the altcoin market is still running behind. And if you would have had Bitcoin, if you really listened and did what I said, like, I'm not telling you to do that, but if you did so, then you can now buy altcoins at the lows. So you're welcome. So yeah. About this pump, I feel like it is a pump and dump, and it's not even really a huge pump. Well, 30% in 2 weeks for Bitcoin in this market is quite nice, though. But I'm stocking up on cash and staying the hell away from it. As of now, accumulates enough to be happy if it goes either way. Just hope this sideways shit comes to an halt. Somebody said not a huge pump. It's a hexagon, pumped 85%. Yeah, there are altcoins that are indeed pumping. Like the whole hex ecosystem is also something that like crashed like terrible hard, right? Like, so of course we also need that pump to make up for the losses. It's a good attitude though, that you're happy if it pumps, but like also with hacks, the funny thing is people say like, whoa, 300% pump, this and that. Yeah, but bro, also it came from almost 50 cents, right? So around here. It also went down 99.4%. If Bitcoin done that, Bitcoin would be sitting at $400, right? So Hex was also the project that wrecked its community so extremely fucking hard. Incredible how much money people have lost with Hex. So yeah, then these pumps look nice, but yeah, is it actually making up for something? I feel, but yeah, again, yeah. Now you feel like it's just a pump and dump. Well, I must tell you that in my experience, if Bitcoin goes up that hard, it always like goes down as well. But yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe this time. When will altcoins turn bullish? Somebody said you forgot about Casper, Joystream, and Games for a Living all pumping. I didn't forget about it. Like, I think I said that in that video as well. There are always exceptions. But out of the millions of altcoins, there are maybe 20 exceptions, right? If you happen to pick those exceptions for some reason, then very much congrats. But most people, they are not that lucky. And if we just look at the general, like all these exceptions are included in this chart, and the chart is still going down, right? So can you imagine how hard the average market is crashing if even those exceptions try to compensate for that? Feel like, yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. But that would be the argument for everybody at all time, no matter what the market does. Like if in a couple of months the bull market starts and I'm telling you guys like, hey, altcoins are pumping and you should be in altcoins, there will always be a couple of altcoins that do go down, and you'll be like, what do you mean they go up? Look at this altcoin, it's crashing. Like, yeah, but I'm not talking about that specific altcoin. I'm talking about the average market, the total market, basically, right? But still, congrats if you were in those coins, though. Look, terrible advice. Look, okay, so to before we like the advice, well, the thing that I'm doing that I spoke about in this video right here is I said I will buy Bitcoin, right? Whenever Bitcoin pumps, make money. Whenever altcoins go down on their Bitcoin pair, I can convert that Bitcoin into altcoins. Well, so far this has been playing out like perfect, right? Like really perfect, really perfect. So the strategy like is really doing well. Yeah, somebody somehow still says like, it's terrible advice. You should have like invest in altcoins, and yeah, I don't know where, like, you literally see the charts doing what I need them to do. Like Bitcoin goes up and altcoins on the Bitcoin pair go down. So yeah, yeah, same way. Like your strategy will not age. Like it has been aging for the complete year basically. So, and at a certain point, this will be different, right? At a certain point, Bitcoin stops pumping and altcoins will be pumping, right? And the altcoin market will be at its accumulation phase. But then I will switch to that, of course. Like I'm adjust to the markets, basically, right? But for now, I'm not, and I'm happy because so for now it's still working out that way, right? So yeah. I don't often comment on crypto videos. Me neither. So I appreciate that you do though. But your analysis is very on point. Not these more. Yeah, okay. I love that, man. Thanks. I appreciate these kind of comments because these negative comments, I'm not gonna lie, they can mess up my day. I can really think about like these comments as well, right? It will not work. Terrible advice. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, why do people say that? They see the charts actually doing what we talked about, and they're still trying to bash me. Like, huh? Like, but based on what? It's like it's fucking with my mind sometimes. Should not pay that much attention anyway, though. But yeah, just kind of confuses me. So yeah, there are some green candles shooting out. I'm getting ready, filling up my portfolio with my favorite tokens. Awesome. Yeah, just prepare in any way you want to prepare, right? That's great. Well, this didn't really age well. This guy will have you sitting on the sidelines the whole bull run. Now, bro, then you should listen. I'm not saying you should be out of the market. I don't know how you get that. I'm never said like, hey, don't be in the market. I said I'm dollar costing Bitcoin many times. And look what Bitcoin did. Did more than your altcoins, right? Bitcoin 30% 2 weeks, altcoins 12, right? Still, I like. I really hope that if you are watching my videos, that you actually also listen to what I say. Like, don't try to think that I say like, hey guys, don't be in the market. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't be in the markets at all, right? I have my Launchpad tokens, I have my Bitcoin, right? And when altcoins go down against Bitcoin, I can buy these altcoins, and look what they're doing. They're exactly doing that. So it's like, it is actually very much aging. But the fact that you don't listen, and multiple people don't listen, I guess that's not my problem. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is Dutch, but let me translate the pre-sales that you're talking about. Okay. So I'm investing a lot in crypto pre-sales. For example, I now get $130,000 vested from CDFI alone, right? And that's not by investing 70K, by the way, because that's my total investment in all time. But most of them, as you can see right here, are already 100% distributed. So it's only these couple. So I'm making most of my money with pre-sales. And I have WDYM. It's my own project, and we invest in pre-sales through WDYM as well. The pre-sales that you're talking about, if they don't get to where they're supposed to go, probably, then you get your money back. If they do, then they go on the market, and from there it's just an altcoin. But because you bought low, can the coin not just go down a little bit before you actually lose money? Okay, so what it is CDFI and all these launchpads, at least all the legit launchpads, have a refund policy. So, for example, let me show you an example right here. We invested $25,000 into Open Fabric. At the moment of recording, Open Fabric is coming out today. By the time you watch the video, it's already listed on Kucoin. But Open Fabric, I've bought the token on CDFI and all these other launchpads for 6 cents, right? So if the token gets into the market, it gets listed on exchanges, and it goes below that 6 cents that I've paid for in the pre-sale within 7 days or 14 days, depending on that specific policy, I can choose to get my money back, right? So my initial 6 cents that I've paid for all these coins, I just get that back, right? If it lists at 60 cents, yeah, I have a 10x profit. So it's a lot less risk. The risk that it's not a completely safe strategy, right? Because what could happen is, for example, the token lists at 8 cents, right? Slightly above, for example. So I feel like, hey, it's in profits, right? So I'm not going for the refund. So I make a little money on the first vesting, the 17% that I get. Right, 70% you get when the token comes out, then you have to wait 2 months, and then you get it vested over 10 months. Then the period for the refund policy is over, so you cannot get a refund anymore. But if the token then goes below the price, yeah, then that's my risk, right? And that could happen, right? So therefore, you do not, like, if it releases too close to the pre-sale price, I'm usually going for a refund anyway. Because then the chance is very high that in the coming months that I get my tokens, it's getting lower anyway. If it does like a 10x, then it doesn't matter because I get 17% when it comes out. So I actually need a 6x, right? Because 17 divided by 100 to get my initial investment back. And then it doesn't really matter what the rest of the coins, the price does, right? Because my initial investment is already back. So if it then goes to zero, yeah, so what? Doesn't matter. And everything above zero is basically profit. That's kind of how it works. Do you think it's more likely to die or survive? I think we all gonna die someday, bro. Statistically, that's like quite high of a chance. Now he's responding under a video of Spartadex. It's kind of like DeFi Kingdoms on Arbitrum. And if I think it's going to die or survive, I think it will survive. If it will really be a top-notch, top 100 project, I don't know. But I think it will survive. But I'm not really... I don't know. You are not obligated to DCA on Bitcoin. Instead, I've bought at 15K and now I'm glad. Yeah, bro, look, I mean, timing the bottom is really hard, right? You should not try to do that anyway, because most people won't. If you somehow did, it didn't actually went to 15, but I think you bought the bottom somewhere here, then congrats. Awesome, right? That's the best thing you can get, for sure. But let's be honest. Nobody knows where the bottom is until the bottom has been there. So at 15K, you did not know that that was the bottom. You just put in your money and you hoped for the best, basically. It's a very risky strategy, but it worked out, right? But let's be honest, for most people, they don't get the exact bottom. And therefore, dollar costing is the best strategy, basically. So, yeah. Overall, your thesis is strong. The only thing I would say is that it's important to also recognize that there are some coins that are at a different stage of their cycles. Some are already in a very strong bull cycle and have been for a while and should have been bought a while ago, while others have still haven't bottomed. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you do not know which coin is going to outperform or underperform until it happened, right? Because based on what? The whole argument, because it's a good project, is bullshit, because there are many good projects that are still down, because in a bear market it doesn't matter if it's a good project or not, the price just goes down overall. Like, you can look at Tesla. Yeah, Tesla, you can say whatever you want. Look, Tesla went down 76%. Yeah, doesn't mean that Tesla is a bad company, right? It's just because that's the market. And there also are some coins that have just like the right narrative at the right time with the right community, and the price momentum is exactly lining up, and they have so much luck as well, and that makes the price go up. But therefore, you have to realize that there are, on the Binance Smart Chain alone, there are more than 3 million tokens, and that's just one chain, right? There are way more than 10 million tokens in total. Now, from the top of your head, name more than 20 that really have been outperforming. It's going to be hard. So the ratio between the amount of coins that you have in total and the coins that are actually outperforming is like so low, right? So if you just want to put money there and there and there and there, you will lose on everything. And the ones that do perform, yeah, you're really going to need those gains to make up for all the losses. And if you happen to have the luck to, like, for example, bought Caspa, for some reason you just picked that coin, right? Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. But overall, that's pure gambling. And it maybe also is a different, like, why you are in crypto. Look, this is my job. I have to provide for my family. And I like, I do have to make sure that I, one, don't lose money, but two, also make money. There are maybe a lot of people watching these videos that just feel like, man, I have some cash to miss, and if I lose it, I lose it. Then you can go on another risk management in crypto. Then you can play more of the altcoin casino as well, and then you might want to take those risks to also potentially get these rewards, right? But if you look at the overall altcoin market cap, right, there's this, the total 3, yeah, it's still in a downtrend. Right, still in the downtrend. It's been making lower highs. Even with this Bitcoin pump to 35K, it couldn't even take out this previous high over here, or this one, or this one, or this one, right? So even with these exceptions included, the altcoin market is still going down. Yeah, and I just look at this. I can look at these individual coins, but I feel like, yeah, if the overall altcoin market is looking bearish, yeah, I'm not gonna gamble my way into a specific altcoin, really. There are YouTubers that do that, and if you like that, you can definitely look at these guys, though. But I'm not the person for that, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't say like, hey, this is the good strategy, this is the bad strategy. It depends on what you are in crypto for. Like I said, if you want to take risk, a lot of risk, then you can do that. And if you feel like, yeah, I want to make money, but I don't want to take too much risk, yeah, then you want to hold back on that a little bit. I really don't get why these comments are getting those likes as well. I feel like you low-key missed the bottom on everything. I feel like you're low-key actually not paying attention to what I say every day. Every day. It's not that I just made one video where I explain my strategy. I talk about it every day, bro. Like, I did not miss the bottom. I've been dollar costing into Bitcoin and it's going up. I'm in profit. I make more money than the average person did when he bought altcoins, bro. Like, where are you getting this from? Like, and again, oh my God. Okay, let me one more time. My strategy, very simple. I buy Bitcoin. I dollar cost into Bitcoin. I make money with my Bitcoin. And then I will convert my Bitcoin into altcoin. So I don't need to look at altcoins on their dollar pair, although they also don't look that good. A lot of people, they look at altcoins on the dollar pair, right? They look at DOT, I don't know, DOT, dollar pair. Although this is also not really the best looking chart. Like, people say like, oh, I feel like you missed the bottom. Well, if I would have tried to buy DOT or whatever with dollars, I would not try to aim for the bottom anyway. But this chart is not showing me that there is a bottom inside. There's lower lows, lower highs, right? So it's like, it's not like that. But I don't look at dollar pairs. I look, because I have Bitcoin. I've been making money with Bitcoin. And then I can buy altcoins with Bitcoin. And therefore, you want to take a look at altcoins on their Bitcoin pair, right? And we can do that with altcoin specific. Cardano at this low right now. I can buy the low. Arweave, I can buy the low. AVAX, I can buy the low. Doge, I can buy the low. DOT, I can buy the low. Ethereum, I can buy the low. I can buy the lows, right? And if you take all these altcoins and you combine them in one chart, then it's looking like this. Lows. So I don't know, man. But no, I didn't miss the bottom at all. Definitely not now. Okay, Dutch. But Menno, can you respond? I have Chainlink. I've bought Chainlink for 2K when it was $6. I sold at $10. I will wait when it goes back down, and I will put everything in the same project. What do you think about this? Can you give your opinion about the pre-halving accumulation, about Bitcoin? My last question, where do you buy these pre-sales? Pre-sales, you can see them on, if you go to cryptorank.io, you can here find IDO/ICO, and you can click Launchpads. You have all these Launchpads, down make a poke start to Seedify. You can see what their ROI is, what the entry price is, etc. You click it, you can get a lot of information about it. That Chainlink trade was very nice. Yeah, I cannot really talk about that a lot because I'm actually really not a trader, man. I just invest. And I did kind of the same as what you did, though. I've bought Chainlink here, and I've sold it here at 9 something. So I also made some money with Chainlink. However, I cannot tell you like, hey, it will go down back there or something like that. I'm waiting for that as well. And if it does, I'm gonna buy up a lot more Chainlink though. But it could also moon, right? But if that happens, yeah, fuck it. Then you missed out on Chainlink. There are more altcoins right there, right? So yeah, it's really hard for me to talk about that. And yeah, my opinion about the pre-halving accumulation for Bitcoin. I think you mean accumulating Bitcoin now in this pre-halving year. Look, I mean, first half of the year up, second half of the year down is what I expected. It now went up a lot more. So I don't give shit. I'm still dollar costing Bitcoin. 34K, also buy, right? Probably it goes down in my opinion, but it could also go up again. I don't know. I don't care really. I just dollar cost Bitcoin because I just ask myself, hey, is it likely that Bitcoin is going to be worth more than it is today in the next bull run? And the answer is yes, right? So then I'm just dollar cost it anyway. And it's some good dry powder for if you later want to convert it into altcoins again. Keeping it real, but hey, it's more fun to FOMO in and hype this momentum after getting slaughtered the past 2 years. Yeah, just fake it. Next video for the hell of it. Tell us what we want to hear because eventually it will be true. Yeah, okay, so let's go, man. Yo, guys, you should buy altcoins right now. It's fucking mooning. Look at this. Altcoins are doing like crazy. Like, this is the accumulation phase, man. It's been like super bullish, super bullish. If you look, we had a small green candle over here. If you can look at that, yeah, ripping, man. Yeah, if we take a look at some other statistics, bull market support band, yeah, beautiful. The rejection all the time. You should definitely buy it, man. Yeah, at a certain point it will go up, but it's for now just not playing out like that, right? Let me see. Here as well, you should change your name to the sideliner. You should change your name to the not listener. I'm not. I don't know. People get where people get this from. Why? What? Am I not clear? I make fucking videos half an hour preaching my strategies and people still don't hear it. I am in Bitcoin. I have money. I have made money. I have not missed out on this big ass altcoin season because it is not. It is not. Bitcoin dominance is going up. That's good for Bitcoin, right? You know what's good for altcoins? Bitcoin dominance going down. Is it going up or down? Sir, up. So not good for altcoins. Congratulations. You passed the moron test. You're now officially an idiot. Oh, I want to stay very positive on this channel, but I try my best so hard to really work out my strategy. And I have people saying, man, your videos are too long. So I feel like, okay, yeah, man, I should be shorter. The message is clear. I get it. My bad. But then I see so many people saying like, hey, you said you should not buy. No, I didn't say that. Listen to something, just anything. Then you'll probably know. It's not that hard. Yeah, I think this is kind of it. Oh yeah, I like your videos, but don't become a Benjamin Cowen clone. Yes, the market will correct hard, but while it's green, be a bit more positive, and then when the time comes, yet be bearish. Okay, I understand. Like, I understand Benjamin Cowen is like always, well, he's not bearish. Like, he is like very cautious, but that has, like, if you would have followed him and did what he did, you would have done so fucking well. Like, his calls were like insane on point. Yeah, he did some things that he said some things that weren't right as well. But if you are on YouTube every day calling 100 things, divided by a year, for example, you calling for 36,050 things or something like that. Yeah, of course, one or two are wrong, but overall, he nailed it, right? Yeah, and if then people say, like, yeah, you're a little negative, yeah, so be it. But the market was negative as well, right? So yeah, now, but I'm not trying to be a clone, but I do really look at the charts that he's looking at, because these charts also have saved me a lot of money while the altcoin market is going down extremely hard for like complete 2022. And still people say like, no, it's not going down. There it is, literally down, right? Literally down. From the top of where the bear market started until where we are today, altcoins have lost 59% against Bitcoin. So you can, of course, like, it's really hard to convince me to tell me, like, hey, yeah, no, you should not be in Bitcoin, you should be in altcoins. But why? It's if I done that, I would have lost 60%. Now I made 60%. So I'm not trying to be a clone of everybody, but I am looking at some charts that he's also looking at, just because these charts are doing so well. You know, I noticed that most people, most YouTubers as well, they just look at an altcoin chart on the dollar pair, for example, on a very short time frame, like let's say 4 hours or something like that. And they look at this and they be like, look how bullish. Yeah. Like, if you're trading it, it's a good trade. Like, it's a good trade, definitely. But still, if you look at, for example, the Bitcoin pair, and on the short time frame, it's also bearish. But and you look at the high time frame, yeah, there's nothing bullish. And all the short-term moves that happen in the meantime are kind of noise to me, because I just want to invest now and cash out in the bull, right? And yeah, whatever happens in the meantime, up and down, try to not to pay too much attention to that. Really, that's kind of what I'm doing. Hey, but it doesn't mean that you should do that. I'm just sitting here, doing what I do, and I just put my camera on. Right? I'm not saying that what I do is the best strategy or what you do is the worst. Like, no, nothing like that. I'm just telling you my strategy. And I'm happy to tell you that until the day of today, it's been working out very well. Very well. Yeah, that's mainly I learned a lot from him. Really a lot. Bears are getting wrecked waiting for 10K Bitcoin. Yeah, no, but 10K Bitcoin is not gonna happen in my opinion. I don't know who's still waiting on 10K though, but that I think we can now all agree that that 10K is not gonna happen. Yeah, again, I've bought this altcoin and bought this. Being in the right coins is also a thing. Yeah, then you were lucky. And again, yeah, if you, I'm not going to like gamble, really. Yeah, the ETF, it will destroy altcoins short term. I'm still under the opinion that it will, right? And then I'm gonna wrap it up. But I do want to end this video with a warn of caution, right? This pump by Bitcoin is making a lot of people FOMO into the market, right? What happens? They see Bitcoin. They might feel like, hey, Bitcoin ripped. I'm smart. I know that altcoins will follow, so I now buy altcoins. What I think could happen is Bitcoin is ripping, all right? But the Bitcoin dominance is ripping together with Bitcoin. So altcoins are going down on their Bitcoin pairs. You, for example, can see here AFX just put in a new low, probably yesterday or today, right? We put in a new low today again, right? So altcoins on their Bitcoin pair are going down hard, right? Still. Now, however, Bitcoin is in a position where a quite of a correction is not that weird, right? It had a pretty hard pump. It's not weird to have a good correction after such a hard pump. But if altcoins have already no support on their Bitcoin pair, then how do you think altcoins are going to look like on the dollar pair when Bitcoin corrects? Hard. And I also think that if we get a Bitcoin ETF, that will pump Bitcoin. Probably Bitcoin will go up. But we see what happens when Bitcoin goes up. The dominance goes up as well. So it means altcoins on the Bitcoin pair go down even further. And that's what kind of concerns me about altcoins right now. That apart from the dollar price, they can still go down 40% from this point. Look at Cardano. Will it go down 40% on the dollar pair? If Bitcoin has a good correction, easy. But Bitcoin can stay the same and Cardano can still go down 40% on its Bitcoin pair. If it goes down 40% on its Bitcoin pair, it will be pretty cheap, right? And if you are in Bitcoin, yeah, you can buy up a lot of Cardano. A lot, man. I don't want to wrap it up as being bearish. I want to wrap it up as being well prepared, because a lot of people, they bought here, but they had to pay 2,466, for example, Satoshis for one Cardano, right? But if it gets here, you can pay maybe 500 Satoshis for one Cardano. You get 5 times as much of the altcoin. 5 times as much. And then the altcoin doesn't even has to go back to its all-time high. It just can go back here, right? For you to make a 5x and for all these other people to play even. That's overall why I am applying this strategy right now. So to end it up bullish, altcoins will make you rich, but it's not only about the exit points, it's about the entry points as well. And so far, until the day of today, our entry points are getting lower and lower and lower. And that's, of course, beautiful to see. I'm having a headache, man. I'm gonna take some vitamins and some water and stuff. Guys, if you like the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. See you soon.